Hey, what's up, Vienna nerds? This is just a bit of messing about that I've wanted to do for a little while, and so I've just made a very quick Lichess study. The question is, in the Vienna, e4, e5, knight c3, can you play pawn to f4, whatever black does on move 2? Okay, and the short answer is, yeah, check this out, right? I have been through the Lichess players database or game database, and the settings are, as you will see, 1800 and 2000 for blitz and rapid. Okay, so these are the time controls I normally play, and this is around my level. I'm about 1800 and something on Lichess. Now we've got 12 lines, and let's just go through them quickly in order. Right, knight c6 is the most common move, and this is what I'm playing at the moment. And I've got the win rate in real-world play for white. This is 53%. The computer doesn't like it. The computer says it's inaccurate, but hey, you win 52% of the time. Okay, it actually says that I think that d6 or knight f3. After knight out. No, d6 is best for white if black plays it. But here, bishop c4 is the traditional one. Okay, but yes, the answer is f4. You're winning 53% against only 42 for black. Okay, and the point of this is that as an f4 player or an f5 player, when you've got the black pieces, you will understand the kinds of positions that you get very often, better than your opponent. Okay, so the idea is to develop the knight normally behind the pawn, normally short castles, assuming that the f-file is going to clear one way or another. They either take you, in which case you're going to try and push your d-pawn and recapture with your bishop. If they don't take you, you can capture. You can even sometimes push on and try and cramp black on the king side. Okay, right, so that's the first move. We go back to this position. The second most common move is knight f6, and everybody knows the Vienna Gambit. If you watch this channel, this is the Vienna Gambit. If they take, then it's 62% win rate, but across the board, on average, it's 55% for white. And even at this level, e takes f4 is the most common move, right? d5 is the best move, and that's kind of evens, 48-47 there, right? But we all know what to do there, or there's lots of different approaches. Anyway, so coming back, so that's the first two moves. The third option is pawn to d6. This is kind of quiet. Bishop c4 again is the most common approach, winning 53% for white. But pawn to f4 wins 56% here. Okay, so it's Vienna Gambits for all seasons, to suit all shapes and sizes. That was d6. Let's look at bishop c5, the fourth most common move. Bishop c5, guess what? 57% win rate from this. You can see where this is going. Next option, pawn to c6 and f4, pawn to c6, f4, 58% win rate here. It's not the computer's recommendation. d4 is actually best by test. d4 here wins 62% for white. But the point is, f4 certainly playable, 58 against 39, right? So that's c6. Bishop b4. Is this the Zuravlev counter gambit? f4 absolutely playable, winning 59%. That's like the most successful move in practice. f5 is a poor move here, and so this is actually a mistake. f4 here is also a mistake, but still wins 52% of the time against 44, right? But here actually e takes is best. So this is like a kind of reversed King's Gambit, but you've got the advantage of already having a knight out on the board. You can probably accept the gambit and play on that way. d5 is sometimes played. We're getting into the weeds a little bit here. Now f4 is playable here, winning 50% against 46, but the best move is to capture with the knight. which kind of makes sense. You know, stick your knight in the center, take the free pawn. They'll probably kick you away and whatever. So yeah, playable, but not the best. C5 is another one. C5 is an interesting approach, kind of leaving a backwards pawn here. And F4, definitely. It's actually right up there. Best, winningest move now at 58% on average from this position. Okay, and the last few, pawn to G6, so they're going for like a fianchetto setup, like a King's Indian. If somebody's a die-hard King's Indian player, they'll do this. F4, check this out, 60% win rate. 60% against 36, right? Great stuff. And the final couple, Queen F6 is definitely dubious here. And of course, you'd be very tempted to go in straight there with a knight. Knight to D5 wins 61% of the time, right? But guess what? Pawn to F4, 68% win rate, blood. 68% from here. And most commonly, they will take. And what do we do from here? I'm guessing D4 or simply, no, Knight F3. Knight F3, guard this square. You've got a development lead, and this queen is not going to enjoy the rest of her day. And then finally, at the bottom of the list, we have pawn to A6, pawn to F4, 62% win rate. So, in answer to the question that everybody's been thinking, can you play F4 on move 3 against anything that black does? Yes, but in a couple of instances, there are better options. So, there you go. Thank you for geeking out with me. But now I can rest peacefully. Thanks for watching. See you later.